Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Thoughts. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to take a quick second, Aries, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aries out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Also keep in mind that the energies may reverse. So if it is resonating, Aries, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? Aries. All right, Aries, you are starting out with the King of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and coming out together, you have the Two of Swords along with the Four of Pentacles reverse. So you're trying to make a decision here. I do feel like that decision has to do with releasing something or letting something go, and also with being able to open up and let your guard down with regard to love. So it almost looks like you're in a transitional phase. I do see you kind of going back and forth. There may be something or someone that you need to release so that you can have a new beginning. So let's see who is in your energy. Show me who is in Aries energy, please. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. We have the Eight of Wands and the Page of Cups reversed. Oof. So the person that's in your energy, I feel like there's going to be some rapid communication back and forth with this person. I do feel like they are, tired of waiting to have some sort of a conversation. It could possibly be about an ending or even a stable new beginning here. Literally could be both or one. I do feel like this person is holding back emotions, though. There's a sense of impatience in their energy. Let me see the energy between Aries and this person. Yeah, Justice in the reverse. You might be going through some sort of a legal issue here with somebody that you have feelings and emotions for, or because of someone you have feelings and emotions for. I definitely feel like the person that's in your energy, there's an imbalance between the two of you, a stark imbalance. I also feel like, there's a sense of both of you feeling as if the other person has done wrong in some manner. So let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's been a new beginning here. A very passionate new beginning. So I feel like this would be the person likely from the past, but it doesn't have to be. We're going to clarify all of the cards. I definitely am looking at you in a transitional phase, though, Aries, and it looks as if there's something here that needs to end in order for something to begin. Let me see the outcome. And in the center of your reading, you have a passionate new beginning. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody that you have feelings and emotions for. However, I feel like both of you by the end of the week are kind of holding back. And this person in particular is holding back. There's a lot of feelings here that are not being expressed. And you're kind of indecisive whether you should let your guard down. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands in the reverse. That's underlying energy. And what that's indicating is that you have chosen to go in another direction. I do think that there was a lot of thought put into it. There was a lot of planning as well. But ultimately, it's showing that someone here is going in a new and different direction. So let me clarify your reading. Spirit, why? You could be dealing with a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, possibly a Libra. Let me see why the King of Cups is here. Show me the King of Cups for Aries. Show me the King of Cups for Aries. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're in a connection, it looks like, that you're not very happy with. I do see that there's going to be some communication back and forth about that. It's likely going to come from this person, but there's a sense of unhappiness here. This could be a codependent relationship as well. You may feel this person is kind of codependent on you, and that is disturbing to you. There's also an indication that there could have been something that started before this connection was over. And if that was the case, then somebody was acting single even though they were not. Why is the Ace of Pentacles reversed? Why is the Ace of Pentacles reversed? Yeah, I'm getting the sense that something is ending. There's a lack of stability in it. But it's that lack of stability is being caused because of this passionate beginning that happened. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. I feel like you are very guarded. You're very guarded right now, but yet open to talking, open to, you know, having a discussion. But I feel like you're going to be on your guard the whole time. I do see your boundaries are really high right now. I feel like you are investing in something else. There's this passionate beginning that's here. I feel like you're investing in that, and that's why your guard is way up. I also feel like you feel that this connection that you're currently in here is very unstable. And that might be why you're so guarded as well. I do feel like you're going to be speaking truthfully, though, and I feel like you're going to try to be very patient with this person. Let me see the bottom energy for Aries. Show me the bottom energy. Yeah, the Emperor. You're taking charge of your life. All right, we have Judgment, and we have the Lovers. Yeah. So it looks like you may have had a choice between two people. And you've been very indecisive. You've kind of been going back and forth, trying to make a judgment call. At the end of the day, I do see you stepping into your power to make this choice. There's definitely a choice you have to make. I do also see that for some of you, it's just a big decision with regard to this connection, which could involve legal issues. But for others of you, it's a choice between this person and somebody new. And I don't think you were planning to meet somebody new. I think that happened unexpectedly. And so you have to decide now what direction you're going to go. Will you reconcile with this person that's currently in your energy? Or are you going to invest in this other, you know, this other connection where there's been this passionate beginning? Regardless, you know you're going to have to step into your power and make your own decisions here. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me the Three of Wands reversed. Because this person is questioning whether or not this is for them. If their future really lies, you know, with this connection. I do see an impatience, and I feel like this person feels that they have been wronged in some way. All right, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. And there's that Ace of Pentacles reversed, which is in your energy. So this person is feeling rather powerless. They're very impatient to move towards you in order to have a conversation. If you walked away from this connection and ended it, and it looks like you may have, this person is hoping you come back. If they walked away, they're returning, but they're returning in order to resolve the conflicts here between the two of you. Let me see the Eight of Wands for the person in Aries energy, please. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person wants to talk, and they're absolutely coming towards you. I do think you're going to be receptive to hearing from them. I do feel like they feel they don't have all the details, and this is making them feel very guarded, but they are still holding on to your energy. I also feel like this person has not been putting much work into the situation, so I don't know if there was a gap here in the relationship. It looks like it because both of you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. You're both agreeing there's no stability right now. So I do feel like they haven't been putting any effort into it, and they are extremely guarded. Let me see, but nevertheless, they want to talk to you. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse for the person in Aries energy? All right, we have the Five of Wands reverse. We have the Moon in reverse. Yeah, they're holding back their energy because they're trying to avoid further conflict. But something here is being revealed or has been revealed, and that's why this person is not expressing themselves emotionally. So let me see the energy between Aries and this person, please. You could be dealing with a Cancer sign. Show me, very strong Cancer sign, in fact. Show me the energy between Aries and this person. Oh, there it is. Ace of Cups reversed. The Death card. And the Strength card in reverse. So, yeah, there's an ending all over this. This is somebody that you have been with, but there's been an ending. You're both feeling quite drained at this particular time. I feel like you were the one who ended this connection, Aries, and it was because you were not happy. Again, you may feel this person is codependent on your energy, and I will say that they do have a lot of fears. It's almost like they feared this relationship ending for quite some time. They don't want to fight this. They look to be quite avoidant of conflict. And I feel like you ended this. They're hoping you will come back towards them. I also feel like this is somebody who definitely does need to work on themselves as well. I want to see this Ace of Wands. Why is this Ace of Wands here? Leo energy is here. Why is this Ace of Wands here? Scorpio, possibly. All right, we have the Six of Swords reversed, and we have the World. Yeah, you have a finality about this. You know, you have the Death card, you have the World card. There's a finality that I'm seeing here in your energy. You're like, yeah, I invested heavily in this. However, it's ending. It's done. And now I want to go ahead and close this cycle out so that I can invest in a passionate new beginning. They're not quite able to do that right now. They're still holding on to your energy. They're in a state of chaos. I feel like they have pulled back, but it's more to avoid further conflict. And I do feel like they're feeling no peace in their life at all. There's a lot of stuck energy here with relation to this ending and this passionate new beginning that you're encountering. I feel like they're unwilling to let you go at this point. I really do. They feel like they don't have all the details about what's happened. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome. Yeah, they feel like things are being hidden from them, that there's a lack of information that they received. And I feel like they're definitely up in their head a lot. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands. We have the Star card in reverse. And we have the Empress in reverse. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius or possibly a Taurus, very strong Libra energy. I feel like you're trying to step into your power. You're trying to make this decision. But ultimately, I feel like there's healing that needs to take place, both for you and for this person, because this has been very disruptive. And I also feel like your emotions are up and down. There's a need to balance everything out with regard to your emotions. And I'm seeing that you're having a very difficult time doing that. Some of you could be like in a position of authority here, and you're used to making decisions. You're used to, saying this is the way it's going to be. And then people fall right in line. They do what it is that, you are requesting of them. But now you're finding in your life that you're having a hard time making this decision. So I see you feeling very overwhelmed, feeling very burdened, and yet still trying to step into your power here to make this decision. And you're trying to make a head over heart decision, not lean into your emotions. I do feel like you've been unhappy here for quite some time. You want to make a good judgment call, but I feel like your emotions are all over the place. Now, this person in your energy, like I said, I don't feel like they're quite ready to release and let this go. They feel like you have crushed their hopes, their dreams. They feel a lot of love for you, but they're not expressing it right now. They could be struggling with some self-esteem issues. They just feel like all is lost. There's a sense of hopelessness here. And it's because of what has been revealed. Yeah. And I will also say they are highly avoidant of conflict as well. So while they want the information and they're going to come to you to get that information, they're going to be really guarded. And when they do get the information, it's going to kind of crush them a little bit. So you know, it's a difficult situation. I can see that. But I also feel like you have chosen to move in another direction. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. So you could be moving towards a Virgo, or this person could be a Virgo. The Hermit card indicates kind of pulling back. It's underlying energy, and it's that energy of pulling back, really doing some soul searching to make sure that what the decision that you make is the right decision. And I do see you doing that. I do see you doing a lot of soul searching right now because you want to make a good judgment call here. But it also indicates as you pull back that there will be a lack of communication. So let's pull you an oracle card. It looks like a difficult situation to be in, Aries. Okay, so the card that you have is number 2, and this card is called Gentle Gardener. So give me a second, and we are going to read that. It says, be your own person, be a conscious co-creator. The Gentle Gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The Gentle Gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. Well, that's a nice card to have. I like that card. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aries. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and also hype the video if you do get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Aries, know that you are love, and namaste.